I think it's probably going to be safe to say he's able to do his thing.
Yeah, and I'm with you in that, because we've had a couple of question marks about KC kind of, let's say, with the in-game leadership, getting that right, and kind of similar to what Benji was almost alluding to with trying to get comeback assimilated to the roster, but a very quick approach through middle. And
well, look how many Heretics players are here.
Bloody hell, Rien's could have been on for that, but Doja going to do well to take down Rien's, but there's still more, right? There's a lot of bodies behind this. He's going to find 3 extra. Down to a 3v2. 2 left for Heretics to try and figure this one out.
Get themselves a comfortable plant here. Boo and Comeback still quite a ways away from this.
Spike planted.
Boo's going to find himself an upgrade here. Okay, so you haven't taken much space away, but they are tucked in quite close to spawn here in a high-low. Shados just resetting a little bit to watch the flank.
Concealment.
Gonna need an over-delivery from one of these two, aren't we? Comeback, been good. He's been really good. And the eyes turned for a second for KC's numbers, standing very favorably. And
Dosia, man.
I mean,
going in huge. What an insane mirror, though, on the pistol to have so many players from Heretics set up. Maybe just kind of matching plans a little bit. But yeah, I mean, Dosia's done fantastic to get 2 in that situation. Well, a 3rd on the round, but 2 there towards top mid. KC with a little pep in their step, kick things off. This is where you'd expect to see it as well on Abyss with, I mean, yes, it's Liquid on the other side of that result, but a 13-2 result nonetheless.
Yeah, and again, for me, I just want to see the evolution of KC here. You know, as I said, they've always been very creative, and that feels like an insult. But going back to basics, they have firepower. You see it in the players, you see it in how they approach it. In comfortable roles, we could see it really find some form here. Sadly for Heretics, that's going to be a hard situation to handle.
Certainly is, where they're obviously a team that needs to do, well, I mean, they've said it themselves, a lot of work on certain aspects of their game this year already. Boo's not seen anything just yet. So KC still anticipating further aggression, but now we'll regroup outside B. You know, all 3 members of Heretics have made their way over this side, but going to have their hands full in terms of this site here.
Yeah, it's only
well invested, actually. It's only Shados with a pistol.
Yeah, so I guess for KC, they can't really afford to lose too much. You don't want to see them lose to players, right? That's kind of the marker of clean success. So let's see how they handle this one. There is obviously threat, even if it's just classics, and there's one to fall, right? Any more, it gets dangerous. Luckily, they batten down the hatches, they keep things clean, and Rien's trying to do the dance, but I think is a little bit numbered. Hold on, he's working that out. Nice try. 11
down to just 6 HP. Chance to take away another rifle to soften this bonus, but...
Does this feel like we are seeing KC just going back to basics? And I don't want it to sound like a negative, but compared to other kickoff starts and other, you know, approaches to the game, or...
Yeah, I guess so. For me as well, the focal point of that statement being 11 on the jet, right? It's back to where there's a little less input required from Shados. I'm not saying he's had massive issues, but...
No.
Especially with the way Dosha's been playing, man. I think there's an example now, especially with, well, actually everybody else on this roster. Once you put them in comfort roles and allow them to kind of do things on their own within some of these rounds. Hang on a sec. God, come back.
Again.
Had a huge opportunity here, but it's shut down. Rien's to find a response.
Ooh, Benji's gone into the mix here. This could be good, but the flash is eaten, forced away. Stays alive, fortunately, but they've got the cross. Nice refight, and Sugetsu gets caught kind of in between no man's land. Plant cancelled. Oh, Aves is in trouble here, man. Can they find any stability? I don't know if they can get this plant down. Maybe another attempt here?
Heretics probably just waiting for a sound cue to be able to make moves in here. Flash is ready from Woot, but nobody overstepping just yet, Benji. Gonna find Shados, just Aves left.
Yeah, and again, just simply numbers game at that point. Well done, 4 players there staying alive. Heretics, that was a necessary round, it felt as well, keeping numbers up.
But definitely seeing the pistol round here, this is something Heretics are very, very happy to do, is explore top mid very quickly. They're obviously in a position to shut this down before there's any pressure into the back lines. And we can really wrap A site as easily. Obviously, there's a big gap to kind of close towards spawn there, so... And Heretics already showing that they don't have to come up with these issues or the answers on the fly, because seeing the pistol, it looks as if that address is already there.
Yeah, we have to see how this just develops on, because I still don't think we know exactly where these two teams sit, if I'm honest. Don't know the highs yet. I think we've seen some of the lows, if I'm honest, but that high-level potential of, as I said, Breen come back into a role that works really with him, bringing the rest of the roster with Heretics onto the same page, yet to see that fully find its place. And obviously, same scenes almost on the other side in a mirror way, but with the in-game leadership of Shados there, and a couple new additions, obviously, to round it out. So, plenty of moving parts. But now you can see it there, conversation with Shados, trying to get the ducks in order.
Slower approach here, but 4 members of Heretics lent over towards the B side. And Dosia are the only one with an ultimate just yet. This could be an absolute brawl for the B site.
It certainly could be, but the amount of bodies sat on this side of the map, it feels like already a win for Heretics.
Yeah, I mean, Levin has to go huge if he's to dash in here.
He's pretty far, but they're kind of sitting back on contact. I don't know if he's... it looks like with that paranoia.
Yeah,
sent right in. Wu trying to help out a bit, but by this point, they're already on site. It feels like a survival game here.
30 seconds
They've managed to carve a path, but there's 4 players on the same side of the map. They're sat here like this. And still standing, I don't know how there's no fight breaking out yet. They finally turned on the flash, but it's Levin. You said he had to go big, and he does. 3 huge kills, and the site's still not safe, still got issues everywhere. And that's going to make it easier, at least for KC, as Rien's...
I don't think you spotted Rien's there, but Sugetsu with a decent idea, and obviously Arved's holding this angle now. That could be a huge shock dart, though.
I mean, Rien's, out of all the players, you give him a bit more room to work, right? You give him a second. Oh, there's 16, Shadow 7. Sugetsu's position, though, checkmate. 2 kills in the round, and KC carry on as they mean to. And again, got to highlight it there. How many players they had on that side of the map.
Yeah, it gets a little bit awkward because the timing comes perfectly. I think just as that was about to happen, Boo places a star, and that's what kind of spurs on this flash out from Arvez and sets Levin in motion. But again, if they just pause for another second or two, there's a chance for Heretics to be the one to crunch back on.
Let's go!
But asked for it, Levin, huge delivery there in round 4. Now got the Blade Storm online.
And now look at the money on Heretics. This is a round you suffer through. You try and maybe get the read on this, and Hunter's Fury...
Very proactive here with the ultimate.
Yeah, maybe just try and send them down with some aggression. Wood's got the reward of 1, but there's so many bodies still around. KC not really dismantling the stack, keeping numbers on that B side, and Levin looking to try and even things out, but at this point, they have managed to fall back towards deep side.
Yeah, I think KC probably anticipating a couple of extra bodies behind that, but
can't use that yet.
With the trade coming so early, can't really take the space, and now everyone except Arvez looking to capitalize on that.
He can sell him.
Yeah, I mean, dealing with the camera just here now.
Maybe trying to get active, get Benji able to drop another weapon, give that over to someone else, but...
Arvez has got a great read on the map, though, anticipating the mid-push here.
They might get a little bit of timing? No, I think that just passed. And Sugetsu fully...
I think Arvez relaying that information perfectly.
I mean, looking where he's looking, yeah, I think I'm with you on that. And it's all about timing. They've kind of got the beat on 2 of the 3 players alive. And for Heretics, not really getting into the swing of things, it feels like here. Not too threatening yet. Benji, the one with the hero rifle.
The flash as well.
Ooh, comes out on top of that fight. Hold on. Still having a biff on this, but they do need to get past Sugetsu, who looks solid as hell. Holding this back line like it's nothing. So, Boo unable to get an upgrade, but finally getting a little more interested, and Boo doing well, taking down Shadow. Suddenly, we might have a round on our hands. Benji, you got something for us here, bud. That's 2 players to lock down. He ain't got it in him. Sugetsu having a moment there, and it was a dangerous threat of a round in the end.
Definitely is. 4 big kills from Sugetsu to find the 4th for KC. Again, Arvez doesn't get confirmation here, but just in terms of, like I said, relaying the information, the timings, and what he's seen elsewhere, KC don't necessarily overheat towards site, which is the important aspect. And probably one of the key indicators of maybe an aspect of KC's game they struggle with. Jados really tempering that pace and understanding what to do and when in the round.
It's quite interesting watching kind of an experienced player walk into the IGL role, right? You don't know quite their identity as an in-game leader yet.
There was a quote I was waiting to drop, but I think Mini said the other day, it's like Eng said previously, Shados was the smartest player he's ever played, or something along those. I'm sure he'll probably correct me, but something along those lines. And it's like, if a coach has...
Yeah, if I'm honest, he's yet to get off the starting blocks, but again, that positioning, that great timing on presence.
Yeah, but put him on a Phoenix.
Eh?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite fun to watch this develop as it goes. There's been some messy games with these boys, though. There has been that, which I think you'll naturally get with a new in-game leader coming in, trying to get everything kind of sorted.
You could also say you naturally get with Eng early on in seasons.
Yes, also fair. Very standard default here, super deep as well. But maybe toying with some expectation. They put a heavy emphasis towards B, maybe starting to read in that investment of utility, additional bodies. There has been that trend of 3 over towards the B side, so maybe looking to explore the weaker side of things, but doesn't look so weak, knowing what's in Comeback's hands. Yet to fully get the ball rolling, though. Only 1 kill so far, so a quiet start, but falling off that first corner.
Right here.
Still consideration from Heretics towards mid. This is certainly going to be a pressure point for them. Levin actually shut down here. Rian's with the spam in. It's basically a freebie. Come back. Still looking for an angle here. Again, Heretics should really post up now and try and hold some of these choke points.
I feel like they don't quite know where this is ending yet. Boo's still drifting, but Rian's finding contact towards heaven is a problem. And now it's pretty much, I don't want to say panic stations, but it does get a little bit tougher.
Well, I mean, look what they got in the post here. The Hunter's Fury, still got a Shock Dart, still got a Recon, and the knife from Arvez. Paranoia on top of that as well, actually.
But look at Dosha's position. He's staying shouldered up on this. The other two are very disconnected, super deep. Playing outside of expectation and landing it. Followed up. Does he?
No way!
He does! Disrespecting Heretics on the playback through and bringing it to this 3v3. And now that utility comes into line.
Shadows can really disconnect from this now. Arvez can find this. Beautiful.
And there it is. There's the layering on this. Who knows his days are numbered. That was stunning.
Played to perfection. Again, an example here of KC really managing the resources very well. And again, an example where Dosia put him forwards. He can frag man, put him in the corner. He still delivers 2. We talked about it in the pistol round. No way he should get away with a second.
The fact he gets the follow-up here. Oh, I thought Boo, I imagine Boo thought he had him dead to rights, but now we're
coming out of the TP animation as well.
We've been quite complimentary of KC here, but I also now need to put my attention towards Heretics. They haven't really been keeping up with this. They haven't been able to handle the level we're seeing coming out of KC.
Arvez is going to reveal at least one member of Heretics. Come back. Going to take some space away here. Actually tagged down 10 HP. I don't think he found a... Actually, yeah, Arvez did take 1 shot, but certainly nothing to act upon. Boo lucky to get away with his life there on that timing. Some of the utility being stripped away here. It's got Benji interested for sure.
Oh, that's nice. Go on, Benji. You got 5 HP, though. Might have run its course here. Just so low as KC flood the site. We've seen them do great work. Couldn't quite get the follow-up. So Arvez, again, creates security on the site. Smokes go up. 3 players remaining. It's the Sheriffs, of course, but you'd love to do a bit more here. And Arvez already got remaining. Happy with this one. Farms it up. And for Rien's, masterful, yes, but 4
it's
players is a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. And especially on this side of the map, I don't think he's got much here, sadly. No, he's early, doesn't Levin, gonna make sure of it. Do we see a double timeout first half here for Heretics?
I would imagine so, yeah. But the positive being we've seen Heretics with a couple of very proactive setups to some of these rounds, but now, unfortunately, the scoreline going to make things a little harder to justify in terms of taking risks towards mid or even challenging some of this pressure that KC are leaning into. Not going to see it here. Obviously going to have the buyback in. Comfortable position in terms of the ultimates here for Heretics. On the other side, no command and a TP for KC.
Yes, this should do.
Op in hand now for comeback. Does he go hunting?
Posture up, but the problem is that it looks like a tempo change, and it's Benji and Rien who are going to be...
Benji's caught in this command as well.
He can't do anything. Site's open, site is available, and Levin's going looking. He's got his target, drops a body, sees a follow-up, can't quite get that one down. Rien's holds the line well enough to at least trade in and keep it within maybe the realms of reality, but oh, look at this. Look how far away to get to already was. The comeback's getting curious. 1-7 though, Mike. It's not been a hot start.
Let's have the knives here. A couple of flashes available for Wu as well. Now they know Dosia's solo on the site. I was going to say, if comeback goes to challenge here.
Yeah, he's going looking, but there's a bit of time between this.
Well, they can stall so much here.
Yeah, he's not found him on the site. Back. Who's just been good, but what a shot! Beheading out by A-Main. Flashing a check, he's got a nose to get to's around here. Got the utility. Can play this to time. But how do you get past comeback? Locked in. Yeah, he's gonna land that one. Heretics finally stemming the bleed. It was a drought of rounds.
You don't.
We'll stick the landing here, just maybe a couple of seconds either way. If Sugetsu's got a further forward position, but I mean, Rienz finds 2 kills in the blink of an eye here. 11 and Shados. It's tough really for Doshu as well to give up that much space on site. Just kind of has to get onto a passive angle, unfortunately. Comeback able to isolate both players. And the buy is still, yeah, it's semi-protected. I mean, Sugetsu the only one struggling behind this for KC. Doshu at 12 and 6 as well.
Man, he's doing work. I like the comeback's trying to get a bit more active, a little bit more versatile. Switch up of setup as well for Benji. And through with first contact on Shados.
They're trying to probably figure out where Benji's setup is right now. It's going to be a much... 11's found Woot there. Yeah.
I don't know if Woot was just a little...
But he must have been on top, but I mean, the kill marker's down to the side, but... What, the challenge over the top of the smoke there?
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully we'll catch it on a replay there, because I'm quite curious, because it looked like, actually, KC were changing their minds, maybe not fully focused on hitting this B site.
Yeah, it was on the moment KC were looking to pivot,
yeah. So I don't know how they've caught that, because that might open up a new chance, right? Comeback still trying to be attentive towards middle. He's not really got a challenge down here. We can see the rotation of Sugetsu, who feels like the marker of commitment almost. And Boo would be waiting. Comeback is here now. Dividing this 2 apiece on both sides of the map, and just on the other side being Shados here. Hunter's Fury.
30 seconds left.
Blind Hunter's Fury and a tag. That's very impressive. Rien's gonna catch, but that's the go signal. Oh, and that's a shot! Boo!
Down,
Bangs out 2 of them. Now a 2v2 though. They've got to know there was presence still on that A site.
How far can Levin go though?
I mean, he's
actually backing it right, yeah.
I almost wanted him to go further, but the timing's going to be everything. He's got a smoke to play to and to get to on the side. The timing, he's gone away with daylight robbery already.
Big info for Levin.
Levin, when do you swing? When do you play? Do they even think about it? Rienz and Benji, do you dare? You don't even see it coming, Levin! Brilliant positioning. Hell, I thought Boo might have had that one done enough to find 2. Wasn't the case.
Tanking the fragment, but still delivering 2 kills here. And even that first blood, not really. Oh, it's just, as the smoke drops, there's a cloud burst to the side. I thought that was more central there. Levin looking to obviously cut silence for them to pivot away. Yeah, beautiful stuff from Boo, but Levin able to capitalize on some of the freedom behind this B site hold. It was just Boo anchoring.
Shutting them down.
Man.
Just back that. I mean, Perch is not going to be there for round 10. KC obviously reading into that very well.
I mean, they look so comfortable here in that B site. I feel like I mean, they look comfortable.
Look at the assist on that for Benji, man.
Just got the whole team in support, apparently. It's quite impressive to see. If this is what KC can start looking like, way more exciting to watch.
If you see this coordination carried across to other maps as well, this is sort of hinting at what the ceiling of this roster could be. Obviously.
Just looking at Levin here, still. Man, everyone's hitting today. They are hitting shots on the KC side. They've done their warm-up. They've done their work. And it's showing an in-zone flawless. I'm a little stunned here. We're seeing probably a really big upswing from Doja, who's been great, to be fair. A really, standout player. Can't really deny that. But seeing Levin at the same time, just that 1-2 punch, and then everyone else fulfilling their role diligently. I mean, what are you meant to do?
It was actually just back inside.
Oh, man. Yeah, double timeout now.
I mean, it's tough to really characterize what's going wrong for Heretics here, because I just think we're seeing such an upswing once more. Same map that we saw versus Liquid. KC looking back in the comfort zone, which is where, some of the criticisms we saw elsewhere when we were casting the game on Split, it's like they don't have a direction. It doesn't look like they have solid ideas, and Heretics don't historically look great at coming up with problems kind of in round, throughout halves, throughout an entire map in terms of weird comps coming out, and that's why it's tough to watch.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and in the nicest way, Heretics have been on the right side of the map a lot of times. They've had the right stacks, but couldn't really do much about it. 11 looking to get invested and involved, but it's a 1-1 trade on both sides. Boot's still trying to control in middle as well. And Heretics trying to play crunch on this. Look over towards the connector. Benji's there, comebacks there. Now drone still only going to see one. Levin strikes though. It's nice Benji. And looking for a follow-up. Shadow
still got
has
his
back. Levin's there. It is systematic in middle. And Boo.
Well, I mean, Sugetsu's just running away with the map now.
Yep.
This is the issue. If Heretics commit more bodies to these mid-crunches, Sugetsu, perfect read on the situation to be able to slip the net, relay some really valuable information. Boo seems to have an idea. We'll find it. Still, a 1v3 behind this. Well, 1v2.2, maybe.
Yeah.
Shados clinging to life, but has Hunter's Fury. Don't expect him to be coming forward. There's always that absolute last bastion.
And look at Levin's position too. Boo? I mean, do your thing, I guess. Try it out. Not gonna happen, but try it out. Levin did very well there, but oh, it feels... I miss Heretics, man.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of the investment there, they're going to come into round 12 basically broke, or well, not going to be able to muster up a full purchase. I guess maybe a vain attempt to get the Hunter's Fury to, I don't know.
We're clutching it.
Yeah, desperation mode.
And it's just, it does feel a shame because at their highs, Heretics is such a good team to watch. And I think Weber's reaction shows a lot of it.
Yeah,
there.
that's probably more indicative of what we're talking about, right? This is, you know, if we plan for this, this is not what we prac. This is, we're not playing our own game. And
but we hear that a lot. It's like, but in prac, we got it all right. Everything worked out. You hear it from other teams. Don't think it's just a Heretics thing, but that whole, like, in practice it was fine. They knew what the plan was, but
being ahead of the pack and not having that support system in place. Here it's obviously something KC have worked on, and it's paying dividends.
if Heretics don't get this pistol, it might be the first nail in the coffin. And look at the quick flank and look at the quick positioning coming from Levin. As long as he can buy time on the site, that'd be fantastic. Boo's done well to take away Aves, so some of that support's gone. Those are still alive here. The flank is on the way, and they don't seem any wiser, and they still don't know how is he getting away with it. Dozier from up above gets two.
One enemy remaining.
They were absolutely clueless, so
Spike down,
Benji
B.
has to save the day. He's got two players to locate. Levin.
I have retrieved the spike.
Spike's there. Doesn't, I think, show. Oh, Levin might get an angle on this. He does. Yeah, just a little look. Drags him off the plant.
Tag.
Benji's trying to put in a shift here. Maybe eyes up where Sugetsu is. Can't quite note it yet.
HP. He's already tagged up. So 11, yeah, would have had an angle onto that, but KC just waiting.
Patience. Very disciplined.
Planted the spike.
Timing now. Sugetsu knows. If he hugs that wall, he's safe for a second. Nothing to be done there. Body shots for days. KC.
I mean,
Can't above.
just again, another situation, a third situation in the same map where Dosia's got away with 2. He's revealed on the site. And again, they see where the paranoia comes from.
Was there a paranoia or a flash that came in? Was it a flash maybe from Aves? I'm trying to think. So I think
yeah, there was a flash outside.
Right?
Yeah, but regardless, even just seeing that, I don't know if they think that during the paranoia he's just TP'd away or got out of here, but
oh, yeah,
there's nobody looking top here. There's nobody to the backside on. Just really bizarre. And like I said, their sidelines are cut on the way in, but they get the confirmation.
That's rough. That is really
But like I
rough.
said, it's another.
Yeah, it's
another round. Dosia gets 2.
This guy's damn good.
Oh, Michael Dublé.
He can be the Michael Dublé of the day. 11 forced off, and it just looks direct from Heretics. Just going to buy up, Stingers out. Let's just either get in, get this over with, get it done, or try and do something. Here we go. Rien's still alive, and confident Shados. What's his time in the sun? This is just a massacre. Get him out of this game. It is 12-2, in zone, flawless.
Shados looking fired up there, actually.
He's just standing there in the open, having a biff. Look at him.
Yeah, it feels a little like just, okay, rip the Band-Aid off. Let's get to map 2.
Yep.
Obviously get to, conversely, obviously their comfort zone, historically, being Haven. Eng looking way more chilled out today.
Oh, yeah.
Rightfully so, a 12-2 scoreline here. Heretics obviously going to try and make something happen here, but... Oh, weapon. Yeah, tagged up. Good information for KC to react. Well, Spike not committed just yet, so Heretics not going to follow through on that opening damage. It's only really Rien's and Comeback the ones with a feasible chance to do damage here. But certainly Sheriff's elsewhere.
Is there just going to be an absolute biff in middle? There is. Comeback's already got down. I think it was just blind. Arvez's going to get that pretty much for free, it feels like. Man to the good, make it more! Shados again! I mean, KC! Making better choices than Tenz's award show right now. It's done. This one is wrapped up. Heretics down to just boo. Michael, this has been an absolute one-sided affair and a half.
Yeah, will repeat itself. Arvez to seal the deal here. An in-zone flawless to close out 13-2. And what feels like successes and positives to really reinforce taking those risks. Is it doable?
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better player to set you up, right? You got Rien's. So let's, you know,
and now Woot alongside you on the front lines, potentially.
Very good point. So let's see that. Let's see that synergy. Let's see them working together. Let's hold them to that standard of taking confident fights when they have the opportunity. That's what I'm going to look at in this map, and then the Cypher, potentially. Beyond that, we've got KC with another opportunity to maybe show us what they're working on as well. Considering we saw the best of them in the last map, let's see if it carries over here in any sort of similar form. Confidence will be sky high for them, and they've already got a plant.
I was going to say, Dosia are the one to maybe take some space elsewhere. Heretics got to have their head on a swivel here.
They certainly do. Woot's going to be rewarded by keeping presence towards Garage now. A lot of bodies coming their way. On this bottom side of middle, crunch going to be happening now. Sugetsu plenty of targets and comes out on top, but he's got a feeling there's more here. They have heard that drop down as well. Certainly going to hear that. The switch up of position. Boo and Rien's going to have to work in perfect unison to be able to pull these players out of the corners. Plenty of smokes, but now plenty of bodies to put to this. He's going to get half, but around we go. Oh, is that a Doji's in it? Doji's got it, it's fine. I don't know who's going to get that kill. Even in low-light level, I was like, could have been mine. Good start for KC. Got a bit sketchy at the end, but all fine in the end.
And KC just very proactive with immediately taking space elsewhere. Dosia, see the initial person to probe elsewhere. I didn't even catch, actually, yeah, Shados' kill so early on Comeback. At that point, unfortunately, Heretics just don't have too many different... yeah, basically. I mean, the one way almost being their downfall there inside the smoke.
Revealing area.
They're going with a bit of pace here, or at least to start with, right? It's all in, it's very direct.
Oh, no.
Woot might be dead. I think Woot's dead. Yeah, time to get out of there, fair enough. Evacuate. And they won't play from backside. Maybe still keep that shorty in range as classics. They have a shout. Oh, he was on the money. It sets up Rienz to at least drop a body, but still, they're just happy to bulldoze, right? They can stay as a pack, fight as 5. Plan's going to come down. And you're looking at what's remaining. Comeback does get a chance to maybe do something, but man, it just feels like it's not landing for Heretics. Even in like that silly 1v1, there's just like things like that just make you feel like you can't get into a game.
Bucky here in a 1v4. It would take an awful lot.
Could you imagine, though? The odds on
no,
this
I
one.
actually can't imagine, no.
You can't see it.
Can't visualize. Maybe an exit. I even think KC are going to give him the opportunity here. See Levens.
Time to jump.
Still hanging about.
Grinning, man. They're happy. They're having
I just saw Sugetsu during that kind of engagement to Heaven. He was literally just laughing.
That's awful. Get confident, guys. They're laughing at me. They're laughing at me while I'm trying, please. Come back and give it up to the spike. That's 4 standing. And the second round for KC.
And again, even just coming back into what we heard there from the coaching staff at Heretics, opening 2 rounds, not necessarily ones that you're going to come out and now feel confident in your buy round to put something in motion or, like I said, take some risks. I mean, there is an opportunity here. It's obviously a pretty light inventory in terms of a bonus round here for KC due to the approach in the previous. Sugetsu now does offset that a little bit with a rifle. And very passive hold towards C here on the side of Heretics. Maybe actually almost anticipating further pace to capitalize on these SMGs, but Benji
Cage trigger.
gets a glimpse. Forced away here, and
Speaking of confidence, he gets you the one with the upgrade. Just on that Vandal, and he's got timing. Oh, does he? No, okay. Boo's actually going to get the drop on that. I thought he might have threaded the needle. Not the case. And you can see Casey starting to suffer on the side, but it's Arvez takeaway comeback, and that's going to certainly keep you feeling a little down and out. But it's taken Boo's to do it all. Boo is the only one to be drawing blood so far, really. 3 kills in this round.
the flank coming through from long though. Look at Woot in the background.
Surely that's where it stops. That's where everything should be wrapped up. A little hesitant to feed a weapon in, that's fair. I don't blame you to pause and hit the brakes here.
Well, Dosu's got upgrades, so they're waiting for somebody to overstep here on the side of Heretics. Still consideration made towards backside of C-Long.
Shados committing to hold this CT side, right? Like they've almost had to leave some space open. Can't really challenge Long either. Oh my God, might have been seen there, not sure. The net gets closer and Rienz, the one to capture them both. The view should be no problem. So Heretics will be okay, but gotta say, that was off the back of Boo there.
Yeah.
Catching that timing in middle, playing well on the side.
I believe both of them blind through the smoke. Didn't actually catch them on camera, but again, 2 kills that you're sort of gifted to shut things down here. Yeah, literally, again, okay. That's what wins you the round. So ultimately there's a couple of upgrades to be had, and unfortunately at that point, I mean, KC called, well, make the right decision to kind of call a freeze, but also nobody comes barreling out from Heretics to feed into that situation. This will prevent the bonus. But KC back on rifles. Arvez just 1 away already from the ultimate. The way out this U-turn on A long, Woot probably going to try and take this space away.
Don't know how I feel. Oh God, I guess you got to take some chances, right? Try and maybe get involved a little, but that's A long gone and Rienz quite alone. There's nothing in sewer either, so information not forthcoming, but they are up long. They are close on this. Maybe playing contact off this flash pretty much. Yeah, spins in. Nice from Rienz. The paranoia not quite there in time to be supporting of Rienz, but the rest can at least put bodies behind it. Still a fight to be had on the rest of the map, and Woot on the refight. Takes away the pressure from Long. Leaves Shados with limited options.
Yeah, down to 10 HP, taking a ton of damage there. See question marks elsewhere on the map now with Sugetsu falling, but probably just going to opt to hold on to this rifle. I think it's really doable here without some solid information elsewhere on the map. Obviously, we can see Heretics obviously rotating towards Nearly said rotating. The reference no one will get, but...
Literally internal
30
Discord
seconds left.
comms. Yeah, this one's a little bit of a pause on this. But what do you actually make of the Phoenix? I haven't actually asked you about this. How do you feel about seeing it here?
I mean, I love it. I particularly love Aves on it as well. I think he's shown that he's very proficient. I think as well, talking about the ability to take risks and whatnot on the defensive side, if you can farm up that ultimate, it's just another tool that you can throw out as a probe. You can set things in motion in terms of just taking engagements on the defense. I think it fits quite nicely into certain teams' playstyles, and particularly basically of how they obviously want to play.
Yeah, seeing if it actually works out in this. I mean,
Aves just continues to impress me in a number of situations. I think he's shown that he's very versatile. I mean, you didn't see this off camera, but a chance for Sugetsu actually to find a second as well here.
That could have made things a little bit different, but as it stands, a good chance for Heretics to kind of build a bit of motion, a bit of money behind them. Ult-wise, not a million miles away. Rien's already has his. And financially, obviously, sat in a far better position than KC right now. So a little bit of a shaky purchase, still functional. Going to be lacking in certain areas.
The position towards A long here is Woot actually the scope this time around, but KC looks if they want to make ways towards C. The Aves to pave the way here. Benji's got to be careful. Does have come back in support.
How much space can Aves get here? Fully just send the body in, but Rien's already going to catch 11, so that's going to make things harder. Keep in mind that Doja does have Spike there, so could have been out on a limb, wasn't in the end. They've handled it well, Heretics. We're keeping this in hand, only losing Boo thus far, and still keeping vast majority of control on this map.
The difference being now Heretics winning some key engagements, not necessarily confident plays, but shutting down some of the ulterior motives for KC on this attacking side. Concede a lot of space towards A, but pretty comfortable in terms of the coverage here. In fact, the Sugetsu and Dosio have taken a ton of damage.
30 seconds left.
I think it's hard to swing this 3v4.
Yeah, just, again, the fact that Heretics are fully aware that A is very, very vulnerable. We've seen nothing elsewhere. Going to hear the smoke investment. Going to cause a reaction. And should be able to play very safely for a retake. The shock dart a little too short to really deny Doja here. So Plant is in, 3v4. And as you noted, the HP is very low for the KC side. Dart ready. Now they've got to work together. Let's see that timing and synergy and spacing. This is what it's about. Ignores the first, goes for the second. Comeback's gone, but the spacing's good here. Sugetsu would have to go absolutely wild. Can't do it. Woot comes in, Rien's in unison. It is Heretics staying alive with 2, and another round posted.
In the recon, getting maximum value here, even if it doesn't clear graffiti, but the flash perfect from Woot makes it really, really hard to dig themselves out of that situation on the side of KC. So 3 unanswered for Heretics. KC back in a bit of an awkward spot in terms of the bite. Aves, again, he's just half a second away from probably getting a kill here. Like even catching a flash and maybe a near sight as well. But meanwhile, it's Levin to fall to the Hunter's Fury on the back of that, which again is that support system that potentially could have found value alongside Aves' ultimate.
One thing I am going to keep a bit of an eye towards, even in the successes, is the fact that comeback is quiet here.
Yeah.
Now, this one, he's on the Neon. And
picked off a couple of times of rotation as well, yeah.
And honestly, also very selfless, going in there first, just trade me in, that's fine. Like, he was playing his role. I'm not going to be upset about that. But we know his potential on the Neon, and we've seen it on this map in the past. We know how good it can be. So I'm looking to see that find some form here. Maybe down the line, doesn't have to be early, but would like to see him activate, just while the piece is not quite there yet. But
decoy.
Heavy emphasis on this B site and a very quick plant potentially. Levin going to invest the ult on this, but Woot's getting right in there. Dangerous though, burning alive, and they do go down. KC still in with a fight in this 3v2. Hold up. And speaking of comeback, he's one of the 2 alive, yet to get off the starting blocks. And now trying to do the dance. Levin outdoes him, breaking the ankles on that. Now Boo's done some great work, but once again, hard question, but the HP, Mike, it's not impossible.
No, certainly not. Needs to find Shados comfortably. The issue being he's disconnected all the way outside double doors here. We'll find the first. Snappy from Boo to pick up Levin.
Warming up, man.
Still some time to play with.
Yeah, still
He's got smoke back.
Got a little bit to play with. 8 bullets though, and that time's starting to tick. You can kind of hear it. If he's lazy on the clear or just takes a gamble, yeah, there it is. It kind of falls apart on that one. You feel it, you know it's kind of dipping away. Time is the factor. Shados should not lose this. And I don't think he does. Yeah, time is very much gone here. Nice attempt from Boo, but too little, too late.
KC just barreling towards B. On the back of the ultimate from Levin. Yeah, initially here, it looks like they might just win out. I mean, Wu gets 2 kills, but at the same time then, Arvez, Levin, and Sugetsu all find responses to prevent Heretics from capitalizing on that pressure towards the plant. That's a tough loss as well. And not a full investment. I believe it was 2 rifles. I didn't fully actually get a glimpse of the purchase there, but...
Here we go. This is what I kind of wanted to see. A little bit more of an attempt to pressure. Hard to do it when you're sat on 0 to 5, but...
4 positioned this side, by the way.
Oh, God, I didn't even see there was others behind this. Okay, maybe trying to make something happen. Still got util in the way to get past, so it should ring the alarm bell, and that's a lot heard here. And comeback dead again. I mean, it's not looking good, and they can't really do much off the back of it. Yeah, they're behind enemy lines, but Alves, good flash, good follow-up, finding more. Casey fighting back. It's only Boo. This has turned into the Boo show, which is not what I wanted to see. There's got to be more than this.
He'll be last alive again in a 1v3. Doesn't get the upgrade, so makes this one even more unlikely than the previous. KC don't scramble to make a decision here to take another site. They actually stand their ground in spawn. Huge investment in terms of bodies from Heretics. Again, it is a roll of the dice. We were talking about them potentially. We want to see them, in terms of confidence, taking risks here on Haven. It's obviously the ethos that suits this map best. So I guess he does find it.
Watching this spot.
Again, unfortunately, going to be a blow to the overall confidence. Wouldn't surprise me to see a timeout maybe in the next couple of rounds for Heretics. Now that KC have taken the lead.
If they're starting to get their footing and starting to get a nicer read on the map, and a couple of these more aggressive plays aren't working out, really.
Yeah, Boo's in at 10 and 4. Like you said, it's no discredit to him, but not what you want to see with this composition and certainly here on Haven.
Yeah, it's like if I'm looking at Wu, I'm looking at comeback. These sort of players, even Rien, throw him into the mix. Let me see what you can kind of bring here. But I am at least seeing Wu kind of posture up towards Sewer. Looking to maybe try and stake a claim on one part of the map, alleviate the pressure so they can rotate extra bodies elsewhere. And it's not necessarily a wrong read. We know that KC seems to have quite the affinity for pressuring that B site. Going to be spotted on this, but sees nothing else. Right player here, if you want your fragger, it's going to be Boo on the B site. Does have comeback nearby as well. I think Rien's there, but overwhelmed. Comeback finally going to get things going. Arves goes down. Rien's looking to get invested. Run down, literally. They are just taking every mad fight possible, but Boo's still standing guard. He's kept the space this time.
She's got ult as well, so can switch things up a bit here. Sugetsu does make his way onto C site now, taking some of this space away. Obviously, Neural Theft went in. Information will be relayed. Shados does have the Hunter's Fury here. So they need to make something happen on the back of Woot's ult.
Okay, he's seen pretty much all of this. Commits on towards Plat. Luckily, he's good for it because no one was quite ready to trade on it, but Heretics flooding back in, looking like they're a little bit more confident in those individual fights. Shados, well, positions noted, does has Hunter's Fury, but what are you meant to do in a 1v3? And there's the smoke. That is it done. Quick as anything. Benji, good shot. Much better from Heretics. I was a little scared when Wu came out of that ult and no one was there quite ready to punish.
Commitment to the timing as well. Obviously the awareness being the Hunter's Fury is available. So immediately taking control of site back in their favor. All tied up 4 apiece now. See how the ultimates land here. And Heretics well equipped to deal with, obviously, the audible that KC call. Even a little bit worrying there, seeing the timing, actually, of Benji still tucked into that smoke. A chance, really, for Sugetsu to come and find that kill for free. But all tied up. Heretics keeping things neck and neck here.
Take a bit of that. That's an alt orb. Alves has his. And Woot going walkabouts. Love that.
This is better. This is better.
And Benji, yeah, set up. This is fine. This is actually way better. Finally seen him get invested. Woot can get out of there. Doesn't need to stick around too long. Alves took a beating in this, and they're down to 2 players. This is what we wanted.
Yeah.
Take a bit of that confidence fight. Take the map back. And actually do something with it. We're playing deep here, playing smart, playing safe. Aldron's clearing mid as we speak. Alves is going hunting. He wants to get closer. He's going to spot him on the corner. No one in garage. Let's see if they can tighten up their spacing a bit. There's limited threats on the other side, though. Alves does have the Vandal, no armor, no shield. Shadows just down to the Sheriff. Good flash, though. Great timing on this. Hold on, Rienz. We're going to need some magic from you, mate. 1v2. He's got it. Pulls it out of the hat. And Heretics staying alive.
Now with the boost to the confidence, proactive play from Heretics pays off here. Obviously a great read on what's going to happen with Alves' ultimate, the crunch through mid. Absolutely dissecting KC's initial setup here. Again, they just can't get in garage quick enough.
I'm just happy to see calls like this.
Yeah, and this is the sort of thing to commit to this as well. Chance where it's not necessarily feeling like a comfortable half, but at least you got the benefit of not being up against the ropes in terms of money. And there's probably an extra body in mid. That's why Sugetsu's caught off guard when he swings window. So yeah, credit to Heretics here. Certainly not shying away from fights.
This is what the doctor ordered. Now, the money going to be broken. So Heretics are starting to win out in the battle of attrition, really. 3 players on the A side this time, though.
Let's see, back in a position to consider these approaches towards B. And you might have even connected there. He does. Shados will fall.
They found my wide. They found my wide.
Okay. In the meantime, the kind of exchange of space, though, B side gets taken. But honestly, Heretics have been pretty scrappy on these retakes. But look at this kind of aggressive posturing, but so many bodies. Maybe not expecting those 3 players already on the A side like they were. And now just Levin and Dozier. This I won't completely remove Vision, but it will remove Benji's head. Hold on, Dozier. Oh, it's on for the double, but can't be converted. How are we getting this close, man? Look, Heretics are in the lead, Michael. Everything's fine.
It's also fairly telling that that swing into A-Link, and there's 3 members of Heretics on the other side. It's another kind of defensive formation that's revealed here. If KC can continue to find their space on B, I think they're going to feel pretty confident about taking some more space behind it. Plenty of ults to work with now.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
Maybe a little overzealous towards garage, but again, less a purchase, so
Enemy
trying to take some risks. Dozier again, man. Just 2 from there.
Always gets 2. He's good for 2. Always good for 2. Did Comeback ult in that round? Yes, he did. Still not certain on this one, but Woot's once again taking the space here. Now, have KC learned their lesson yet? No, apparently not. But this time there is a trade.
Very quick trade, yeah.
That was much, much faster. Maybe expecting a bit more of it. And learning on the fly, but again, you're looking at the ults here. KC do have plenty to play with.
The lighter side, B and C here for Heretics. Comeback trying to make something work with the operator. See Sugetsu, a chance here to reveal some info. But is being guarded. Comeback reading that. Might have a chance to take away Sugetsu here if he goes for the neural theft. Or just going to sit on it, wait for a rotation, and then invest it at the right time. I mean, a wide open C site, no trip here, only 1 towards garage, so Comeback actually gave up the angle on window.
Yeah, I thought he was still holding that, but maybe getting a little bit more curious as to their
Now they know they've got freedom.
garage, and look how deep Levin got. Luckily enough, Benji didn't overcommit to the angle, because he could have been dead then, untradeable. But
Levin's got ult, Shados has got ult.
seconds left.
Does Levin just want to stay posted on this one? Got Dozier with him. Heretic's going to be held up for a second here. Yeah, here we go. Information and on top. That's at least going to be one spotted, potentially two. Yeah, big tags coming out here. Good damage and good blocking, but Hunter's Fury on the other side as well. 11. Oh no, Rienz gets absolutely backhanded, and Doja holding the line, leaving Boo completely undone. He ain't got this one in him. KC. Layers to that then.
Yeah. Levin just seems to sit in his hole for so long. I think obviously the plan there to make use of Rienz's Hunter's Fury as well on the other side. Able to pop out and just find a freebie and then be in the back lines of Heretics. Levin, the one to lead the charge here in this half, 11-7 for KC. Yeah, it's the perfect timing as well, because it's when the other players from Heretics are then pushing forward to try and take that space, capitalize on the pressure, but
Watch your eyes.
a broken by here from Heretics. That's why the rifle's gone.
Yeah, I thought he might have been forced off that angle, but no, he tried to go back for a little bit more. That's an early man advantage. They can keep that pace.
Yeah, another setup that just leaves Benji in a position. I mean, it's Sheriff here, but he has so much of the map to cover. When you're playing against a comp with like a Phoenix, a Yoru,
Benji used to be one of the masters at holding down like solo sites, but he's holding most of the map.
Cage trigger.
The rest, it's a gamble, really, I guess, for Heretics. See if we can even drop a body. No, overwhelm KC. The site's theirs. There's almost no fight back.
a clean plant, uncontested. Not much in the form of utility here in the post, but Midoshi's got a TP. Arves still with some tools at his disposal.
Deep owl drone too. Looking for that info. Very late to this. They were over on that A side. They've got a couple of upgrades, sure, but they're very late to the party and completely asleep at the wheel. Even KC just want to get involved in this, and Rienz, nothing to be done here. KC, they found the solution towards the end, but Heretics have kept this at least at 6-6.
Yeah, I mean, a great swing back in from KC as well, whilst initially it looks like Heretics were getting a lot of value in terms of retakes, able to topple that over in these final two rounds.
Yeah, bang on. So 6 apiece, as close as you could get between the two. We saw a good start from Heretics, but it's not quite there yet. Still a couple of pieces missing. We'll find out after the break if they can take us to a third.
Wingman World while what?
Yeah, I don't feel like KC should have been able to tie up that first half.
Fair. Because I quite like that we saw Woot starting to explore mid a little bit here and there, but as you said,
quite late on in the day.
Exactly.
Again, the right read on potentially the Arves ult round, but in terms of, again, I don't want to come back to just comebacks performance, but
well, this is the side.
yes. This is the side now where you can turn it around, but you shouldn't be in a position to turn around about half.
Yeah, I'm on your side, and Arves already setting the tone that he wants to be quite aggressive here. Willing to take a fight down middle, will lose his life on the trade out, but took away Boo on the other, so a little bit trickier maybe. Maybe you have to be more direct. Levin, he can't get away, he stayed around all too long. There was a chance for him to get out of that, but he wanted, I guess, to try and take down, I think it looked like Benji on the other side, so at this point, 4v3.
So actually Paranoia will land here. Jados going to find one, but Benji able to counterbalance that.
I mean, they needed something to go right for them. There's no way this falls apart. Rienz luckily stabilizes, because it did come down to that 1v1, but Heretics going to pick up the pistol, and that's huge for them. Get them a step in the right direction.
Again, just a slight overstay on the site. Maybe makes things a little more difficult than they need to be here in the pistol for KC. See, 2 Bulldog, well, 3. Benji's just going to bring a Ghost into the next. Great trade from comeback here again. These early rounds are absolutely crucial in terms of how he's going to feel approaching the second half overall.
And I'm looking at this man because, again, he made the Outlaw one of those things to watch in Tier 2. One of the really early adopters towards it. One of the best with it we saw very early on. Alves, all gas, no brakes, and come back gonna handle him. This was gonna be an all-in. It is just gonna be classic, so don't worry too much. For Heretics, a good chance to farm up here. Come back to build towards that ult. He's halfway towards it already. This is good stuff. Levin, a touch behind the curve.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
I think he's even going to have an opportunity to try and come back. Yeah, I was going to say comeback should drift away from A-Long here, probably pick up this angle towards Sewers. I mean, 29 HP, he's the focal point for sure, but now on this long sight line, could absolutely find a freebie. A 3K in round 2.
Good stuff.
And an in-zone flawless for Heretics. Get themselves ahead by 2.
Do you think he's like needs the eco round sort of?
Oh, definitely.
Feel out the game.
For sure, especially I think that's probably a bigger picture question in terms of stepping into this roster this year.
No more secrets.
You're looking for kind of confidence boosters for him. And also because it's just not been many.
No, that's true.
Obviously, last week being the outlier to that, but overall, I don't think we're seeing come back to his potential.
No, and you can already see a bit of an adjustment here. So Comeback put onto the rifle. We're going to have that Outlaw put into Rien's hands. So interesting to see them kind of approach it in this way. And it's a very straight towards B. And the paranoia is good. You can see the hesitation. Doja's already going to take away Boo. They've gotten to fight back on this side. Arvet straight away into the blend as well. Benji trying to put up the numbers. Back of sight. Doja again still doing damage. KC winning out in the brawl. But there's still only 3 of them standing. So they've lost a couple here. But still, Rien's... This takes a lot. They got smoke in the way. He's only got an Outlaw. And they got big boy shields. Yeah,
any more damage would be great.
Would be nice. Does he get one?
No.
Tag?
Yes. Okay. And it's Sugetsu.
I was going to go for Doja. I think he's going to hit some mad flick.
What do you know now? Dosia's good for 2. He's got his... no, he's already got his 2.
He's got his 2. Yeah. He just stops at 2 every time. He's like, oh.
Well,
I've done my
work here is done.
Yep. See you next round, boys.
30 seconds left.
I'm waiting.
Oh, he knows.
Does that count? No, you didn't even tag him.
No.
Just chill. Fine.
Headshot. Sugetsu.
Headshot? You're up in the ante.
Go bold.
Oh, no tag. No
Shadoff's
tag.
the heartbreaker.
Yeah. Devastating, 8-7. 3 left standing for KC there, so they should be able to get a decent purchase behind them. Obviously not too many issues with Heretics either. I can imagine they'll be perfectly sorted, so we actually get to see a good round here. I'm still not sold on Heretics yet, but they are still at 8-7, so I'm waiting with bated breath. You know, 'cause the problem is, I think the issue is if I didn't know who Heretics were in the past, this would be fine. The issue is we have personally seen their highs. We've seen the best of this team. We want to see it again. And right off to the beginning, Levin trying to take that space in Sewer. He does have help here. Set up over towards Long. Ooh, you're a lucky boy.
Extremely deep on that angle.
He's had a couple of these, taking some big risks again.
Maybe to get away here, I mean, just tack down to 89 HP. But there's space potentially for Heretics to play into here. We'll see what decision they do make. It's only Shados and Sugetsu here to hold down the 4-on-8. Already though, I mean, Levin making good moves on the other side of the map just to confirm there's no lurk, or active lurk I should say, up C long. If anybody gives away a sound cue here.
And it's been silent for too long, right? That's the thing that worries me. Now, the door. The door is, you can look through it, and now Heretics, the position, the approach is seen. Now they have no idea about Long. They don't know about Levin. They know about Arves, but that's about it. So the paranoia goes in, supports there. Levin can try and decide when he gets involved. The timing is not there for him. Heretics, diligent on the clear. Playing a little late, but it's worked out. The C-take is in, the plant's there for them. Well navigated, they've managed to find the threats.
Yeah, Levin just, I mean, too anxious of bailing Arves out on site. Again, no confirmation on Benji. Have to almost expect him in this sort of situation. Fortunately, Heretics able to cleanly sweep C. 11 out of 1,600. I mean, it's Arvez and Dosia that are going to struggle coming out of this in terms of the purchase. But 5 alive for Heretics creates a huge opportunity now to stabilize.
Yeah. This is interesting. We haven't seen too many timeouts yet here either. I feel as though both coaches or coaching staff really haven't had the willingness to get involved yet. So I'm wondering if we do see maybe a KC timeout.
There's got to be a KC timeout now.
You'd imagine, right? This would make sense. For Heretics, they've got what they needed. It's kind of working well. They've got that rhythm to them. They should be happy enough. I'd like to see KC just touch base, really. Make sure they're on the same page of how they want to be dealing with this. I'm not
I mean, maybe before the next.
Yeah.
But this, obviously, mustering together a purchase here. Obviously not feeling too bad about the game plan in general. It's maybe just an execution issue.
Let's have a look. So yeah, no issues in their mind so far. Ult-wise, we've got Rien's already there. Benji, one off of his, one away from comebacks too. So a couple of key pieces could come through for Heretics here. Already going to try and fight for that space on long. Reinvestment of the smoke. And it's messy down there.
Yeah, smoke on bricks causing a bit of an issue for KC because it looked like they were willing to go forwards with that recon. Shadow's going to clear this space behind. I think, yeah, comeback already spotted. And probably very telling about what's about to happen if Heretics proceed here. Dosia on an off angle on the top of the box.
Good for 2. Plenty of targets. Timing's everything. Dosia, when do you recheck? When do you look now? Actually doesn't land it, but the paranoia is good and he can fall away from this. Invest the one way, but they are fast approaching. Looking like they want to burst up here, but it's actually Rien's to win out towards long, and Levin again goes down. This is starting to become an issue. Hunter's Fury going to connect as well. Shados dead, and Rien's just worth his weight in gold in this already.
All on the rotate, though.
They're cancelling on this.
There's still a question mark about Sugetsu. I mean, plenty of time left to
30 seconds
play
left.
with. Still 5 alive, but they have to make moves quickly. Don't want to see this under 10 seconds by the time they get to site.
Yeah, seems to get to be more across. He's got to be aware of this.
Because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't challenge this.
No, 100% not. I didn't know if he could maybe just see the cross from Garage if he wanted to get involved, but he's trying to get ahead. He can't. Forced to respect it. Heretics with 10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
Going to be getting the plant down with 5 standing. And pretty much maintaining 5 standing. Just losing out on Benji in the end. The patience pays. A very late call on the pivot there.
A bold audible to call after winning out what felt like the crucial engagement on site. Obviously, the Hunter's Fury connecting. We'll see KC now a pump of the brakes. Let's have a quick check-in with Heng and Zeish. We get the unfortunate kill here as well as 11. Obviously, Shados, not much you can do in that situation.
One enemy
He was tagged on the first comeback.
That's nice.
Beautiful kills from him. So he's putting some numbers up now, turning around that first half performance. Blood. The most important thing is still having 4 alive to obviously contest in terms of the post plant, but down on Sheriffs.
And again, I guess I ask the questions, how much of it is composition? Is it too one-dimensional? If we're not seeing like Arvez on an absolute heater.
Yeah, I mean, Arvez has had a much slower map than you'd expect as well. You come onto the Phoenix, you basically want to be maximizing the ultimate. Thinking even just going 1-for-1 in rounds is going to get you a better opportunity than what we've seen here, but
Portal closed.
they're coming up on a big round in terms of ults for KC to follow this, but certainly with the advantage here.
Nice little high-low setup there, rewarded for Dosia, but...
Dosia gets her in.
Oh, God, that got a bit sketchy there. All good in the end. Comeback just trying to take space. Down to 40 HP. Got to be a bit careful on this. Could be isolated. Wu with great spacing to bail out comeback. And then there's the re-swing. But now completely cut out of sight. And that's way better from Heretics. Seeing that sort of decisiveness, that's what I'm looking at.
Maximize here, get Wu's ultimate for the next. There's obviously no real play back in here. So the question mark if anyone's policing that weapon in towards window. Certainly an opportunity to do damage. Not going to matter too much in terms of the numbers behind this purchase for Heretics. I mean, a kill and death. He's got his ult.
Would be nice.
Can you
Get what he wants.
I was going to say, can you get past comeback, though, on this angle?
Yeah, easier said than done.
He's only 40 HP.
I don't know if he can do it, especially with him kind of backpedaling out of sight now. He's looking for a chance. Oh, come on, Woot. That's not bad. Okay, Heretics closing in towards 12 now. We're at 11-7. We're going to see another timeout potentially. We've got ults coming through here. But again, this is where I feel like the composition just runs short. They don't have that depth to go to. They just don't seem to have that stopping power, really. And the Heretics, they haven't felt too much pressure on the way in. It's always been just kind of barrel into sight, trade effectively.
Yeah, there's no real flair to what we're seeing. This is kind of just clean. Oh, we didn't even get to see the shot. They're reacting. We didn't even see it.
Andy.
Yeah, this is sort of a return back to what looks like well-drilled Valorant from Heretics. Obviously, come back now, finding his footing a little bit in the second half. Whoop. First challenge going to be there, so gets him down to 5 HP, but manages to send his hat in to reveal the rest of Heretics, and probably the first clean advantage created by KC here.
We say clean with a small caveat of 5 HP, but clean.
Clean. Take those. Osia just a smidge off in terms of the spam into the cage.
Again, just this kind of, I don't want to say passive hold, because Chelsea is trying to get a little bit of info, but it feels like they're just behind the wheel the whole time, right? They're not getting overly aggressive. They don't get late round information particularly. It just feels a bit stunted when it comes to what they can do with this. They're playing in a more traditional sense. No rotations yet either.
Right here.
30
So
seconds
Dosia's going to
left.
have a decent idea here. How are we going to slow things down?
They can just disrespect that smoke, though. There's nothing behind it, right? There's nothing to really do about it. Dosia slippery, sure, but comeback looking comfortable. Holding towards that hell space. Double flash goes in. And finally, Arves does take him down, but it's going to be traded out here. 10 seconds remaining. It's getting dangerously
10 seconds
close. Benji has to get this plant. It's in. 2v1. Benji, the jump and the deny! This new habit that's forming in EMEA is all too easy for Benji.
Again, just maybe expecting the fake Sugetsu on a wide jump. I mean, he's going to be rolling around backstage
somewhere.
seeing that. But yeah, just feeding into that. Benji sticks the plant. A chance to fully reset here for the 1v2. Don't get me wrong, it is clean.
It's a vintage sort of Benji moment as well, right? Good to see. Now that's a confidence builder. That should get you right back into place. Woot's going to have ult, and they can be direct in this approach. It is a gamble stack. 4 players. Going to dismantle one of those, bring them back over towards Con, and it looks like actually 11's going to go looking.
Shadow's going to try and follow up on this information, but no connection just yet. Finally now finding one.
I'm back.
Onto Benji.
But mostly stuck towards the site. It's only Rienz who's disconnected, and he's been cleared. So now they're boxed in, and 11 comes out swinging. Gonna catch 2.
Last player
Leaving
standing.
Just Woot alive, and one by one they've come in, and one by one they've fallen, but still, what can Woot do about this? Ah, it's so hard to play from. He tried, man. KC not out of it yet.
2 crucial kills from Levin. Catches a freebie onto Boo as well, maybe just not realizing where those shots have came from. A chance for KC to... Oh, beautiful from Levin. Yeah, a chance maybe to see a few more rounds here. Heretics, but a bit of a buffer in terms of the economy and the scoreline.
Let us hunt.
Woot's ult here, Boo's and Benji's both just missing 2 points. Outside, just the TB for Dosia.
4 play starts.
this kind of lives and dies by 11, to be honest with you. On the side of KC.
Yeah, I'm with you in that, and I see it. Do you have a similar thought for Heretics? Is there something that you see as such a clear win con for them, or just
Comeback being on the jet,
fair play?
to be honest, and being able to withstand it potentially here in terms of the defensive half.
That is a lot of presence in middle. Levin's got a lot of freedom to walk up. I don't think he's going to expect this many people in connector, however. Even I don't, but he's been able to get so deep on this. Surely that's already a bit of a red flag, being able to get this free this far. And I mean, Woot's found too. It's a topsy-turvy round. I don't know quite what's happening. But Heretics coming out on top in almost every engagement.
Yeah, Heretics been drilling their pistols, obviously. Another heavy stack on a pistol round here. Come back. Chance there to find it. Alves actually gets away without taking a tag. But next issue being the spike.
Yeah, that's a lot
Boot
of
just
people.
reminded us.
Spike. Now, what are the odds for this one for Alves? Not good.
Not great.
Not
I'll
great.
be honest.
40 seconds. Let's see what you can do here, Alves. I think they know that corner. Yes, very aware. Rien's waiting for that one. And Heretics, as you said, though, drilling kind of down in some of these. They've got like plans made. They look quite decisive.
Looks maybe a little unorthodox, but here, knowing that they can concede the site, maybe just almost expecting it just to be Sugetsu in that sort of situation, and it being a little more top-heavy from the side of KC, but well navigated. Themselves off to a 1-0 lead here on the decider.
It's good stuff.
Nothing invested here from KC.
Launching smoke.
Back on the hunt though.
I have the spike.
That's not bad. Going to see some more information as well. So for KC, you're looking at kind of silver lining more than anything. Benji
Toxins
doesn't have SMG if they do push up. Shows you, I'm going to catch your timing on this. Again, they've slipped through this angle a couple of times here, but again, the weaponry just not in the position to complement it.
Toxin screen down.
Forced off initially, fortunately. Rien's still here. We'll send the Prowler in, so confirmation that nobody's made it any deeper.
I'm going to read this re-clear, honestly, because of that Prowler that went in. Benji going to try and shoulder up first, though, take the angle, and they've done, yeah, he's done really well on this.
Down.
Not two-faced. Ooh,
One enemy
I was
remaining.
complimentary a little too early, but that's fine. He's all good. He's still alive. And just Levin. Might be able to make it a bit costly. They probably quite like to keep that Bulldog, but they don't lose anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, it was
30
well invested,
seconds
it
left.
being just the one pistol from Rien's. Again, with Levin down at 30 HP. Nothing really for him to do about this. Will just cycle the Bulldog away. Go and give his life. In trade of a point towards the ultimate. 2-0, 4 standing. Clean start here for Heretics.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Get the ground underneath them, get a good build started. Start to look at the ults as well. You're going to have Woot pretty close by early on. Benji's doing well, obviously, in this round, getting 2 kills too. I thought he might have been on for the third. I think he did as well until 2 bullets happened.
One spike down.
But luckily, Rien's near enough by. So all in all, Heretics good start. It's not the pistols that worry me. It's everything else. Now we get to see
I was
it.
going to say, yeah, come back in. We've got a weird overlap in terms of this bonus conversion for Heretics.
I guess really the only danger man, if you want to look at it weaponry-wise, because he has at least a Bulldog. Everyone else still a little bit here, there, and everywhere. So Heretics might take a chance, take a gamble, go for something a little bit weird.
Bring them down.
Not be the...
Big investment towards mid here, with nothing on the other side of it for KC. Obviously, we'll get some sound cues there on the drone from Alves, but nothing concrete.
You basically had contact on both sides of the map.
Find you.
Hard to fully read into.
But Heretics, I mean, sticking to their guns here. Still 3 semi-committed towards mid, and Benji now repositioned towards A.
Gotta be careful getting caught on that smoke drop. This is going to be the fight for middle. Rien's already going to do insane damage, taking down Alves. Levin then just going to try and get involved. Spots out 2, good information relayed here. Rien's almost on for it.
Never lucky to get away there, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. 30 seconds left. Really want KC to start making some moves here.
Ooh, and that's not
30
clean.
seconds left.
Yeah, this is starting to get worrying. Rien's actually just skipping through. I don't know how he's alive. This round is bizarre. We're at 20 seconds, and it's all gone weird.
Spike down.
KC looking a little lost in the sauce, but Dozier trying to do what he does, but can only get one this time.
Player
Benji.
Benji.
Dirty work from him
10
to find
seconds left.
Sugetsu as well. And KC, unfortunately, just letting this one pass them by, Lauren.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like this really late habit of playing these rounds so late. It is what it is, but for Heretics, they'll be loving it. 3 rifles. They've done really well in middle to kind of stake that claim, not give it out for free, play around it.
It looked like Heretics were going to play themselves in some really awkward space. But again, just getting caught at this choke.
One enemy remaining.
Sugetsu, one of the most tilted situations. Just
standing.
painting a silhouette around him.
Come on,
Nasty.
guys.
Yeah, bonus
gotta
conversion
dig
here.
in.
Come back at an opportunity to apply even further pressure here. But wrong place this time around. Levin trying to posture up here with the hero rifle. Sheriff's across the board elsewhere, so they can try and work a pick. Rienz does catch a glimpse there in mid.
Face your fear.
Okay, Pacey trying to maybe speed this up. Wu with a stunning double.
Taken down.
Quick catch for Boo. KC, look. I don't know, like they're
But dare I say it, back to the
here.
back to the point where, at least early on here, inability to get something going on the attack. Clean 4-round start here for Heretics.
And is this where we bring up that conversation back about shaders? Because we've seen how good it can be on Abyss, which clearly feels high up in their pool, right? This is something they're really happy with, very comfortable. Obviously, Haven wasn't great. It didn't feel nice, you know. Again, maybe compositionally, it didn't quite land. But here, technically, the comp should be quite good. I don't think I can put it on that. So I look back to that leadership, how they want to approach this, how they want to problem solve this. They haven't quite had that solution yet.
Yeah, I guess it will be answered if we see much of the second half in terms of that massive imbalance again, in terms of the overall approach for KC. Levin at least not looking to slow down here in round 5. Way more active here in the early round. Now we'll post up. Again, when you talk about being one-dimensional, there's nothing else happening whilst Levin is positioned here. And this is the sort of downtime we want to see KC make moves.
Yeah, the Prowler's just gone on over towards B, but that's it. I think they're just trying to be slippery, but it's not really causing Heretics to overreact. They're not biting on anything. This has been the re-clear. There it is, and once again, they've got the right read. Comeback will be slowly forced off this, but he can still just reposition on the second layer angle. And you've invested your Prowler already. The Haunt's gone. There's still one more Prowler, I guess, but you've gained nothing. It's 45 seconds, and you're at the starting blocks.
Well, I mean, 45 seconds, you're back to your opening default, effectively a man down.
Toxins going up.
There's info there as well. That's Alves. I don't think he quite saw Dozier, but still, you can see the cheat player coming over, right? You've been able to get Rienz on the right side of the map here, who has the ult. KC, this slow approach is doing very little, for me at least. And there's the info. There it is. Rienz now knows. Still has a C, 17 seconds. Crossfire actually might be dismantled. That's a problem if you're going to make a meal out of that one. Then yeah, you can get a plant down.
Planted.
They'll find themselves 2 to the good here. Come back on an operator. Going to feel pretty awkward for Heretics to find an approach here. Just going to settle for holding their position. Won't be given an exit, but yeah, again, it's not necessarily as if Heretics are on the back foot here.
No.
Wants to get the information at the right time. Not sure of exactly where the util landed, but this B-site hold crumbles on the back of this late hit from KC.
I'm just surprised they lost that fight through connector. It feels like they knew it was coming, and it just... Yeah, fair play. I mean, credit to just maybe hitting the shot, right? Coin flip sort of moment there. I'm a little bit concerned at that one. I want to watch it back here. Yeah, I mean, Dozier just hits a great shot, I guess, and then they can just unravel the crossfire. Fair play. It just feels risky, right? It's that 13, 14 seconds.
Yeah, it's not as if Boo's under any pressure from elsewhere here. He kind of takes a massive gamble, actually, swinging onto this.
Yeah, I think that's probably why they're a little frustrated. Kind of did everything right at that point, right? It's like you'd done the hard part. You'd held the map, you know,
I mean, looking at the mini-map,
yeah.
KC are where you want them to be if you're Heretics.
Yeah. Okay, and speaking of a change comeback, how'd you get that one?
Ridiculous shot, Shados down off rip here. KC immediately put back into recovery mode.
Toxins going up.
No pressure coming towards Benji just yet.
Drone is down.
Drone will spot here for Wu. They might try to crunch onto that. Arvez trying to slip through though. Benji has conceded a lot of space towards main.
We have seen that elbow position kind of toyed with it. Even in the early rounds, Doja was finding a little bit of timing to pressure this. But they've got to be aware they have left the A site completely open. And I think even maybe KC a little bit cautious to fully explore it yet, but they are going to go for this. Smoke up. And it's a bit weird. This whole game feels a bit weird.
Spike
Still some
planted.
util to work with here between Arvez and Dosia in the post, but Heretics one to the good.
Ooh, and here we go. We're on the trade out. We'll get kind of full
Arvez.
through. Arvez, how's he gone the third in that?
Stay cold.
So Rien's has got an uphill climb and a half. You got Arvez on a heater on the other side. A little bit of a stack-up setup, but Rien's going to dismantle one part of it. Couldn't quite contain Dosia, leaving Boo in the 1v2. Ooh.
Finds Levin, but Dosia
Yeah, a little sketchy.
on the cleanup. Second on the board here for KC. Again, if we can see similar to what kind of the first half, that is outrageous, by the way.
That's... Man.
I wish I could.
Yeah, you and me both, man. You and me damn well both.
Here's Arvez to really bail KC out here.
Good job.
And again, just talking about Benji, there's a chance to isolate that first player from KC. That's why, again, they look to crunch in mid, but the spacing wasn't ideal for KC.
This is how it
I
ends.
see a set piece here on the back of Arvez. Levin on the dash at Benji!
Nah, this man operates at angles that's just not used to be seen in this game. And Wood trying to keep himself present, forced to fight forward. KC come out swinging. Finally slowed down, but only for a second. KC's pace, they couldn't handle it on the Heretic side. And they found somewhere to exploit. They found a pressure point to push towards. Boo's going to be noted on the Prowler. Paranoia in, no one to swing. They've bought time.
Another situation, Comeback has to find something on the operator here. KC rightfully relinquish control of the site. Let's wait for an overstep.
Yeah, super hard to dig these players out as well with that operator, right? You can't use incredibly tough trying to work around this utility. Invested, nothing to be done. KC picking up tempo and picking up a round.
Yeah, another turn of pace that looks really good for KC. In terms of catching a couple of people off guard, it's a... See an example here on the back of the ultimates being invested. Levin just shut down immediately by Benji here.
One enemy remaining.
Here's Dosia to punish the crucial player in terms of the side hold.
Let's go!
We'll force the timeout here from Heretics. Yeah, we've already seen Op, he's not really going to be the person at the front of the pack there. Maybe get a better answer to that in the second half, but I think, yeah, you remove some of the noise in terms of composition discussions for Heretics, and Comeback is the lowest hanging fruit, right? Put him on the jet. Let's clean up some of the other stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. And a big switch up here, though, as well, just seeing this. Maybe just because of the round itself, the fact it's Sheriffs and that leftover Vandal with Benji, but he's currently on that B site. I do want to see if KC have answers beyond kind of the A approach that we've seen here. Just because they were exploiting that elbow hold that Benji couldn't hold solo.
I mean, outside of the ults, the B side hit looked better.
I tend to agree. I tend to agree. So let's see how clean this is in this round. I do want to see this dealt with earlier than like 20 seconds. I don't want to see them slowly working the map where they can be caught out by stacks. We've seen the Heretics quite proactive in their positioning here. They're happy to kind of almost patrol the map and try and get the timing right. Boo, cornering this one, he will be the early alert the second any util comes over.
KC anticipating some of this activity
There.
on the side of Heretics. Still positioned well in terms of ults here. I mean, Levin, Sugetsu, and Dosia. Down to the 30-second mark, and it's awkward timing if they don't find this entry.
Yeah, I don't know if that sees, maybe hoping that sees a core, or I'm surprised they didn't maybe wait for the site for that one potentially. Could have fallen back a little bit safer, but Boo's fallen. And the odds of this round start to dwindle away even at 13 seconds. Yeah, this one should be planted soon. Oh.
Spike
A
planted.
little bit of a miscalculation, but just
Bring them down.
maybe trying to pressure onto the plant.
Yeah, again, Benji gonna find Levin here. This is the second string to the bow. All that attention is towards that CT side where the divide is. But here comes the rest of the pack. Arvez gonna handle it well. Where's the others? Where's that counter swing? Where's that pinch? Arvez again, still firing off here. KC, 4 apiece now. It was late. It got a bit sketchy, but they make it out.
Again, even just an adjustment here for Boo's investment. I think maybe just misreading how deep KC have got through the choke point already. 11 delivers here in terms of the entry. Again, something I've still got my eye on this waylay. Arva's getting fired up now. Top of the board for KC. Yep, 4 rounds each here on the decider.
Come back this time. Gonna have a challenger.
Turn the pace once more for
yeah,
KC.
He's kind of committed to this. He might be screwed here. Come back. Decision making was questionable there. And that's opened up the flood potentially. Yes, it has. Floodgates fully open. A site is there for the taking. KC have found something that works for them. And that stopping power from comeback just wasn't good enough.
And certainly an opportunity here, but I guess the question mark or the paranoia that this split's coming through, and maybe his retreat isn't very safe, commits to maybe going 1-for-1.
Yeah, hoping for the best.
So caution zone on the side of KC. Not sure how many different looks Heretics have got in terms of capitalizing off being very active, like I said, in terms of these heavy stacks and re-clearances towards mid. And funds-wise, start to struggle now with this being a 5th on the board for KC. Ultimate here for Benji. Comeback's got the Blade Storm as well.
It's just crazy to me how good KC can look on some of these XX. You know what I mean? Like that early clear, to be fair, Comeback had no chance really. I think the only chance he had was to run away.
I think that's why he commits to the angle. He's just like, well,
here I am. Yeah, like look at this.
Best of a bad situation.
Just
like
hoping.
I said, there's a huge question mark behind him in terms of the split as well.
Again, just like the timing, scaling up, really good. Like, this is the thing that's so weird with KC when you watch them regularly, because you're like, this is what you can do, but then we don't always see it. It's such a weird look sometimes, because you can see how good it can line up.
Well, that's the sort of disciplined round you'd expect from a team with Eng behind it, and now Shados leading it in the server.
Now, what's left though with Heretics? We have 2 rifles, 2 sheriffs, and we've got knives here. Already taking a glance down middle. And KC are happy to play slow though. We've seen that tempo, happy to be toyed with. They don't have to go fast. See if they can navigate or maybe isolate one of these players in middle. There is support to this.
Need that back.
Not necessarily committed just yet. And maybe a byproduct being Boo and Wu both have rifles here. Benji try and anchor A side once more. Does have a little bit of support from Rienz. But some of this utility now starting to dry up for Heretics. Leaning into a very heavy stack on 8. Now Boo's been good for a few 3Ks, but here's the fake in. I imagine Dosia.
Yeah.
The regroup here.
This is solid. Boo is one of the 2 players who has a rifle at least, but he can't really fight this alone. So he has to wait for the rotations, wait for everyone to come over. He can try and hold that CT space. Maybe a little worried about the TP still, but should be fine here. Yeah, they are. And Levin going to try and slow it down. Utility in, Levin still fine. Not much of a crossfire to play off. Oh gosh, it's...
I mean, the trade's good.
Yeah, I guess you set up the first stepping stone, but Boo doing really well there as well. The trade's perfect, and now Shados can't do it all. Heretics! Make it work.
Yeah, KC tried to stand their ground again. A backstab from Boo. Didn't even really track that fight all the way through elbow and where he repositioned, but and come back struggling on the entry. But like I said, the trade from Benji, absolutely crucial. So again, you can see there's a little bit of body blocking here where nobody can get onto the angle to help him out. Hey, Woot with the other rifle in this round as well.
Big size.
Big sigh of relief. And a big response to find here in round 10, especially on a...
For the half buy?
Yeah, Rocky purchase, the Blade Storm's there. KC are going to come back in with no ultimates off rip here, but Shados, Arves, and Sugetsu on the horizon.
Here we go. Last time he got smothered with utility. This time, I mean...
Pretty similar.
Yeah, it's looking pretty much the same, but he's able to fall back to a new position. Has been revealed, though. It doesn't feel like he's getting much freedom here. Still on an island, the support's on the way, but he's still on his own.
KC are doing so well to pressure come back in some of these rounds where they don't have a confirmation. I think it's that cautious approach, and Util is landing.
And I think seeing it from that perspective makes a big difference here. Levin doubling down on that and wanting to claim re-enter. They tried to filter back through middle. It's only Arves who's made it a little bit... Oh, no, sorry, it was Woot, excuse me, but it was Arves to get down Woot in the end. Comeback finally gets a look into the round. After being forced off what felt like endless utility, he gets to have a say in the matter. Operator gonna land in a 2v2. Arves with
on
ult.
cheeky deep angle here. Arves spotted him.
Dim beacon here.
He's got to back away a bit here. Can't give the fight over. Come back again. Getting held in position while they go for that plant.
30
Taking a lot for it though. But Boo's quick.
Boo's wrapped main.
I like that. Boo's been pretty good at this.
No way they read this, yeah. Do they try and trade the op?
I don't really know. We drift through. We drift through. We forget the comeback could be here. Oh, he's been finally allowed some freedom. Let off the leash. Able to have a couple of shots without a whole barrage of util in his face. He has a great time with it. But man, I felt they looked uncomfortable in that post plant then.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a great freeze from KC. Leave Levin kind of inserted then, almost kind of hint at a bit of a fake elsewhere, as Levin's obviously then cast the timing here on Benji and Riens. But after that, then it's maybe a little bit of split focus. But before this, what comebacks on 2 kills, but rightfully so. And you see some of the rounds where they have an op and Zeish maybe reflecting some of those very
So I don't really think we saw Levin fully getting away with as much freedom as maybe we expected, not seeing an Astra on the other side. If, in my mind at least, it was a very different game. But I guess we see how it looks flipped around for comeback. But as it stands, it was a very good pistol round from Heretics, clearly feeling like they've done some work on that. They've come up with a couple of ideas. So I wonder if that translates here to this start on the attacking side. And absolutely no one fancies holding A today.
No. Okay, so you're going to give up all this space, rely on maybe catching somebody in transition or just fully stacking into the retake. Heretics looking to regroup here. Crucial information potentially revealed. The fact that there's comeback spotted there. Maybe just a little miscomm of who was to shoot that.
Oh, Rien's. Sweet summer
What
child,
an isolation,
Rien's.
by the
I
way.
mean, that was targeted.
That was personal.
Yeah, they came out swinging. That's 5 players for just Rien's. Madness. I guess you'll exchange Rien's for a site.
I mean, it's a son of Utah. Now they're basically playing off trades. But a man to the good, so...
Yeah. Kind of hard to call which way you put this one down, but let's find out. So you get to taking the long road now. How aware
look
is
at
Wu?
Wu's. Yeah, look at Wu's spot.
No, we look at comeback because there's 4 on the other side of the smoke. If he walks it, he's, I'd imagine, dead. Yeah, KC, bring down the hammer and just flood the site. Woot, the position would have been great for the checkmate, but it doesn't matter. Sugetsu was there. And KC prepared this time.
Also, if you missed it just for a second, Sugetsu posted up. Wu even looks back behind him to transition to sight. And Sugetsu still threads the needle in terms of the timing.
Oh, there it is.
Is that a massive
personal attack?
Yeah, again, a huge investment, but again, it puts KC in a position where they can just stack up like this on the retake and rely on the numbers. And it suits them perfectly. So KC will post the first in the second half. Just a reminder, winner of this game does move on to play Na'Vi.
Stay safe.
I don't know who makes it through this, if I'm honest. I really don't.
I've stopped making predictions in this region.
Probably the fairest thing we've said all day.
Huh?
Nah, man, that's... why are they winning? Why are they winning? Why are they winning with pistols? Michael, I don't understand anymore. Okay. Well, retake time, I guess. Cancel time, maybe save the weapons time. I don't know. What
maybe.
do we do? It's
Maybe.
weird. It's weird. It
Because now they have a judge posted up on the choke point.
Brilliant.
It's going to be a really awkward trade to find.
We've got a haunt, a paranoia, and a couple of smokes.
I mean, the paranoia does nothing to Woot here. He's still going to sit on this.
He's still a problem. Yeah, he's still a problem. Still got one. Still going to drop bodies. And Heretics given just a new lease of life here. I don't know how they've managed to pull this one off. But Shados going down swinging, but I think he knows he's going down nevertheless.
Thrifty.
As Boo sends him to his grave. And a thrifty conversion against all odds.
I mean, show me that pistol kill again. So it looked like he wasn't even fully in the smoke. No, he was. Nah, yeah, he was, yeah. It looked like the shot comes through, like when he's still on the outside of the smoke. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous.
One enemy.
Foul
Last player
business.
standing. Thrifty.
Well,
Bro, how we lost this eco again?
Yeah.
left asking the same question.
Right there with you. Oh, where are we now? Okay. Sheriff with Shados. That's a sentence I don't want to say again.
Enemy kill.
Oh, there he is! A little bit more of that. Again, he's so good at this, like any scoped weapon. He's so good with it. And if he gets that confidence beside him, it's a treat to watch. Now, obviously, this is classics and a Sheriff, but do remember the last round. So, this one probably not going to end the same
I was
way.
going to say,
I'm in at the start.
You're not
you know what I mean?
stacking
I'm in at the
here,
start.
right?
I'm in at the start.
Spike planted.
Still want to give credit to comeback.
Rian's the one to go forward and hunt here, just 2 points away
Take hold.
from his ult. Again, a kill and falling here, we'll give it to him. Unless he finds both, but Sugetsu and Shados not necessarily traveling into his path. Even so, yeah, I mean, it's so weird when round 2 gets flipped like that as well.
Yep.
In terms of the money. Shados on the deeper angle. Sugetsu shut down now.
It's farming
That's
time.
it, yeah.
Yep.
Woot to find a couple of extra points here. In zone flawless for Heretics to find 8.
Stay down. Where are
There's my eco farmer.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, well, okay, it was real. It looked like it was like the worst ever jump.
Nice eco, right,
I know he was just moving
fine,
back
man.
on
At least
the
we won't
side.
get you good.
We won't get ecoed. Clip it.
Why have we said that?
Clip it.
I'm writing that down. We won't get ecoed. Cool.
Locating target.
Here we go, straight through middle. They've got weapons this time. Come back. What are we up to? Am I missing something there? He just looked like he wanted to die. Okay. This feels bizarre, but the Nightfall finds nothing. Shados then manages to catch one. The push up finds another. They have slip sight, so he's a bit cautious, trying to spin on the dime, but it is a 3v2. Benji and Woot have sight, but they don't have spike, and they don't have it planted. They also don't know how close some of these players still are.
Trying to find something here in terms of KC making their way back towards site, but again, Woot and Benji left scratching their heads. And nobody from KC, I mean, rightfully so. Dosia's holding the retreat as well. They can set up a pinch here. Ton of time has passed now, but still plenty left to play with on the clock.
Poison's off.
Benji, a quick check onto the flank.
30 seconds
And a
left.
big question mark created now by the smoke on top. Maybe anticipate the flood back from heaven.
Maybe try and ply it as well, as you can see where they're walking through, but you can see why Benji's looking this way as well. Just not finding bodies yet. Trying to post up towards connector, leaving Woot very alone. Trying to catch a pixel on the cross out, maybe. Ah, he did see one. Nice shot towards Levin, but gonna need more than that. Gonna at least know where Dosia is. And then the last, maybe they can figure it out. But Dosia on the hunt for this, trying to corner them around. Sugetsu's found one, leaving just Woot alive. 2 kills already, got to get the job done. That's how you do it. Sugetsu takes that step and takes the kill. KC tying up the scoreline again.
Great freeze once more from KC, showing composure in some of these high pressure situations. Able to win out initially, the push into sight. I thought that came from Link actually. I thought it was somebody following up, yeah.
On the left actually, but
Shados looking lethal here in this round for a 3K.
The gods are coming. Brandon, positively. Come on,
There's nothing to smile about in my life.
same. Same. But that's a
Took the words right out of my mouth. That is a man so far gone.
Welcome back to UK esports. Weber has been the talisman of that for most of his career. And that, I think, is his perfect phrase. Love it. Now, onto the game we go. 8 apiece, tied up. It is elimination. I can't stress it enough. I know this game has been a bit weird and wonderful.
Find you. Still waiting.
He's going to be handled, but Levin now has to peel away. Lucky to not get punished.
There's no ping there, but I don't know if he actually spotted anything on the retreat.
It felt like he should have. Not sure. It looked like it to us, but easier to say when we have X-ray.
Heretics, no harm, no foul initially.
Poison's off.
But now stacked up outside 8. No pressure towards mid just yet. And with the pings, I think Woot maybe going to invest his ult towards Link here. Maybe on the confirmation, but Evan's got his hands full. Dig up 2!
Come on, that
Spike down
second.
A.
Outrageous to get that. Does Dosia get cleared with diligence here, or does he get to hold this?
Mr. 2K with the judge in hand.
And their attention is being split to another side. If they don't clear this correctly, Dosia is on for this. But Boo seems aware there could be someone rather nearby. So he wants to set up the boys from the side. Smoke's going in, on top. He's got to be careful now. There's 2 on this corner. Oh, you couldn't get away with it. How is he getting 2 there? It's just a mad game, apparently. Shados and Sugetsu once again in a scenario like this. Now Sugetsu, it won't be the first time we've seen him in this sort of position either. So let's see if that awareness is in effect. First challenger unawares, Boo punished. Now it's Benji on the case. Alone, though. Going to be spotted and actually behind the curve on this engagement. And the site gets taken. That's going to be Shados taking the space. Has a go for it. Drops Benji. And now Woot needs this. Heretics needs this. He's got a little bit of stall here. Sugetsu's got to get a move on. He knows it as well. That's lovely from Woot. Cool and calm and collected.
Give it up, yeah.
That should be all she wrote on this one. Heretics. Maybe giving a little bit of hope for Weber.
What is that double from Levin? And then what is the double from Boo?
You tell me. You tell me.
That was ridiculous. But this is disgusting to catch a second kill here. But Boo lining this up. I mean, that's one of those where you just like, you look at the kill feed, you're like, huh?
There was two?
Huh?
There was two? I mean, also, how many just key kills came in there? Like, Shados even finding that one was massive. Frustration mounting on the other side.
You're amazing, guys. Good job.
Aww.
Aw, wholesome moment. We'll throw Guardian in the mix. Again, on the brink of some ultimates, but not quite there.
Would have been nice to have in hand for this round,
yeah,
maybe.
and the problem being it might not even come. I mean, Shados, the one outside of that, the buy round to follow this. Have to wait and see. On the other side, Blade Storm, Mortal Strike, and re-ends with the Nightfall. There's plenty of tools for Heretics to capitalize on this advantage. And anticipating some aggression here.
Cover going out.
Again, Levin explores down mid, does have his ultimate as well, so he can actually get behind this B site execute from this position.
Happy to let this simmer for a second too, right? They're happy to let this sweat a little bit, but...
I think that's definitely the plan here. Contact comes on the outside of B, and they're set up to capitalize.
Silence starting to break a little here. That Prowler, the first bit of contact. 40 seconds now. What is the goer? Okay, clear towards connector. Now they dismantle the little stack on towards site. Sugetsu copping a boatload of damage. Unconfirmed, but now he's kind of tucked in the corner, and it's incredibly hard to even just stand. But Comeback's dead. But it's fine, apparently, because they've got the site. As Levin, Shados, and Dozier are pretty far off the mark here. Back in, though, maybe a chance to get a couple of bodies dropped, not to be. Shados! It's a headshot, but that's not enough. Dozier in a 1v3. Benji, lower HP, but it's going to be Rien's watching. Maybe watching this fall apart. Let's see what you got, Dozier. Can they find any more? Tuck below. Oh, it was a nice try. Yeah, you saw there being a little window of chance there, but for Heretics, it took quite a bit, but I guess they're happy with that.
Yeah, really solid setup. Like I said, I think the fact that Heretics are allowed to get so close to the choke point, again, they don't necessarily want to gamble Levin's ultimate, but the investment here, it makes it so difficult for them to try and act upon that. Again, it's unfortunate that the hinder doesn't really...
Thank God for that. Damn.
Not going to get E-code. Not going to get E-code. Roll it back. All good.
I mean, if that's the confidence coming from your coaches,
coaches are going through it, both sides. No one's happy yet.
Rien's on the stage desperately saying, guys, you're so good. Let's go. Let's get 10.
Okay, here we go. Buy back in place.
There.
Give us something to have some faith in. Either side, I don't care who. Levin and Boo divided. Near enough buy. And I'm actually seeing a bit of a creep down middle from Arvez. So, yeah, going to shift in towards connector side.
I think now anticipating they probably figured out that KC have had some freedom towards mid. Is there anything beyond consideration here?
Don't miss it too nice. Slow down.
This could be really awkward for Levin.
How is he still staying alive? He does get found in the end. Heretics do manage to pry these players out of position, but it's the double from Benji that catches me off guard, maybe assuming it was all through middle. There was more bodies behind it. No, there was still that split towards A. So now Shados and Dozier once again behind the curve, having to put this puzzle together.
30 seconds left.
Being kept basically standing and breathing by a smoke. As Benji waits. No one walking that right now, but they've already repositioned. Get themselves prepared. There's still an element of danger to this, Mike. That paranoia is not bad. It has divided them, but now they can rest for a second. 13 seconds. There ain't much time to rest. But Benji to get him across the line that round. The 2 kills were key then.
Slowly creeping closer and closer towards a 12th, and this one feels teed up. Like I said, the ult's going to come in the more awkward of the purchase. Benji.
Brilliant.
Super clean there, but
One enemy remaining.
Ken Nevin may be leaning a little too heavily into this freedom that he's had in mid. He didn't even catch the ability situation there, whether or not he could have just completely got out. And as soon as you see him pop the recall, then it's like, well...
Where to, boss?
Get out of my way.
Okay, Bye still not pretty. KC trying to put it together. I think they know they're on the ropes here. Trying to do what they can. Bulldogs are plenty. Bucky's out to play. Sheriff. This time a little bit more attention early on towards his A side. Heretics got bodies behind this. 5 on the side of the map. You're looking for Sugetsu. The Shados. Maybe a little help coming in from Levin. But I think Shados has noted this, but they are close. They are very close here. I think they're deeper than expected. Sugetsu might be in for a horrible surprise here. And Comeback does land the knives. And now we go, but what a swing from Levin to try and keep this in touching distance. But a 3v2, Doja. He's not as much this time.
Got away with that TP, nobody even challenging it, but...
Caught by the Prowler, so good work from Rienz there to make sure. And catching both. Should know both players' positions now. Dozier trying to get a little fast and loose with this one, but has to hold back.
Missile.
30
for the time being.
Slows it down. That's a Bulldog, and that looked on the money. That looked very close. Dozier, 6 bullets to play with, and a fair fight on the first. Can't quite get the second. And he's all alone here. No help coming in yet. He needs some assistance. Others trying to gap close here as they're on the hunt.
They're not going to have any clue about Arvez's reposition.
No. They can maybe make a guess.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, but it cost them their life. Now just Wu in the 1v2. Dozia's down low, though. Creeps up close. What a shot. Massive impact from him. Being really hard to pin down.
Wow.
That is huge work.
Gets away with it. Well, a different TP, but able to get the hell out of dodge.
He's an impressive player, is Dozier. Starting to see that really individually shine. That's the impressive factor.
Well, the sort of thing I was saying, like a player that can stand on his own 2 feet, right? Certain situations here, just running rings around Heretics. A beautiful disengage here.
So well done.
Shados looking very happy with that one.
Not out of danger yet if you're Heretics as well.
Well, the defuse actually gave Arvez his ultimate as well here, so KC back in a decent position in terms of the ults. On the other side, Woot and Benji both have theirs.
This could be nice, or it could
On contact.
Now, yeah. Okay,
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, it's Sugetsu getting the 3, okay, but then Benji gets 3 back! The site's now his! How have they come out of the coin flip on top?
That was a beautiful crunch by KC, but how did Benji get 3 there?
I couldn't tell you. I don't even know.
Did he hide behind the box or something?
Maybe? I'd love to see that back, but now it's 2 fights on 2 fronts, and Heretics are not sitting healthy.
Yeah, Boo's 38 HP.
Boo's got to win this fight, but it's Dozier on the other side. Does he even think about it? He does! Dozier is so good! And now Benji needs an ace here. Nothing short will do. He's trying to be smart about it, gonna go for the pit.
No.
He's trying, man. He's trying everything he can, every tool in the kit. That's a great idea, but it's not good enough! Dozier outdoes them again! A brilliant plan at the start. I can't believe Benji almost saved them.
Oh my god. Show me Benji POV. What a beautiful setup as well. And this time, a much quicker commitment. We were talking about Levin's ultimate previously in mid. This sort of crunch. I mean, Sugetsu goes forward and just absolutely farms.
He's just not effective.
Yeah, he's just not effective further back.
But he just plays in, and credit to Benji, man, to just go into that, right? You talk about confidence and being involved in this. God damn, he tried.
Just an insane round.
Oh, you can feel it. You can feel the tension. Starting to feel a bit real here, and Casey pulling out all the stops. This has been a masterclass, though, in the last couple, and then Dozier to clutch up, and then, you know, this and that to line up for them. but it's happening.
Yeah, they're going to hit the site again. Now Sugetsu going to have his hands full in a solo endeavor. Prowler sent in. Sugetsu tries to stall a little bit. Stun actually catches here.
Okay, Boo one step closer to ult. Be ready to go through the motions. Got to be
All
perfect on
missiles
this.
away.
Let's see what the site execution looks like. What is there left to play with here? Sugetsu trying to stand his ground. Is Arvez to bail him out here, taking down comeback. Now the layering and the spacing, not good enough to not get punished by Arvez, holding the line. KC with a critical upswing, bringing it back to 11 apiece.
Now, crucial thing being, Boo obviously gets his ultimate out of that. So now 2 massive tools to clear space, or potentially even isolate a kill here. Fortunately, Sugetsu just falls to the util on the way in, but now Arvez
Let's go!
happy to pick up the slack there.
But this has got to be what the timeout was for from Heretics,
Well,
right?
all I'm saying is look at the buy behind this if Heretics lose.
Be right back.
11 on off now, another curveball.
Yeah, new look on that. And he wants to stick around. He's holding that line. There was a bit of util thrown his way, but he's not rescinded back. He's still trying to check behind that smoke.
Maybe a second chance here. Casey will leave him posted for the time being. Heretics creeping back onto the angle. Prowler going to reveal this and reveal that it's an op on the other side. It's a big info for Heretics to act upon here.
And you can't really cheat a player over. You can't bring players over yet because you just got contact on A as well. So you're trying to put together that puzzle.
Yeah, but the issue being Comeback and Benji don't actually take this space away, so they basically revert back to a blank slate here. Again,
Look at this deep angle.
Yeah, not necessarily a clear decision to make, but KC actually now winning out in terms of the information game.
I love that Levin checked behind that. It's a really risky play, but the fact it worked out, marvelous. But credit where it's due. Heretics have been good at this initial scale-up point, and this is where it gets difficult. Where do you stand? You can't. Arvez goes down. Doja goes down. Come back. We don't need to die to that. But it's Shados in between. Maybe he can hold on to something here. He can't. Dealt with by Benji again, putting up big numbers when it matters, leaving Levin and Sugetsu in a big disadvantage.
Sugetsu has to go nuclear here if he tries to make a play.
Plants in.
Spike planted.
Don't see a world where this happens. When you look at Rienz's position with comeback, let alone that, Crossfire shouldn't be able to be dismantled. I don't think they have what it takes here.
Taking that back.
I think they know
Sugetsu
it
going to
too.
try.
This Crossfire should be good, man. It's getting a bit messy, but still Rienz can tuck in, leave that space for comeback just in case they commit on the corner. The layers should be here. The time is starting to go. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Comeback. Gonna add the full stop to the sentence for Heretics to 12. But that was risky. Casey had the read.
Yeah, you can see the issue created by Boo's ultimate here. Even with just utility to complement that, Arvez has nowhere to go. Of course, Dosia just trying to get into the thick of it to try and find something. Very, very close affair here on the decider.
Yeah. And I must point out, Benji is having a real resurgence of form. In these last couple of rounds, especially in my mind, he's sitting towards the top of the board, but right now, at 12-11, tournament life online. Heretics can close now or it goes OT.
11. Oh my God. Just a pixel either side. But again, big info for Heretics. Identify the operator very early on, and they're well equipped now to make a decision on the other side of the map.
And again, it's space to be taken. They need to try and find a way out of this. Sugetsu trying to stay alive. He's being smothered. He still comes out winning. Takes away the first, but falls to the second. Arthur's going to answer back on Boo because the damage was done. A 4v3, and it's not safe yet. They want to get that spike ferried over. Boo has to at least get back sight.
Spike
Chance
planted.
not invested just yet. No paranoia, but Shados has a little util left as well.
God, they need him alive, but they're taking their time through CT. This gets sketchy.
Well, they're trying to get in a position to capitalize, potentially.
He's got to go now. He has to invest now. The chance of getting another opportunity might dwindle,
Nobody
but they're
can get
not
on the
close
angle quick enough.
They can't get there quick enough. He was maybe worried they're going to just fall towards it, but now Heretics play the game right back to him. Levin and Shados just make it. Levin, last man alive. The panic earlier, the investment of the ult, feeling he had no other option. may have just taken away theirs as Heretic standing on the verge of making it out of this absolute death run. 11 trying, but the time is going, Mike. This one might be all over. It absolutely is. 13 to 11. It went as far as this could have gone.